Hi guys, this is Ravenslave45 and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. And today we're going to be doing a mount showcase for the Model O mount, which is the Mega Mount from Stormblood. And speaking of Stormblood, I really wanted to get this as a mount back then, but I wasn't really into Savage Raiding, so me doing Savage Raiding just to get this mount was like, oh yeah, no, I don't think that will be happening anytime soon. But a couple of expansions has come and gone, so it's a little bit more easier to do now. I don't know if we can solo it, but maybe if you are decked out in Dawntrail, then maybe you can probably solo Omega by yourself, but I don't know. And again, I'm pretty sure some people might have done it by now at this point. And speaking of mounts, I'm going to be doing a couple more in maybe a couple days from now, which is to say, depending which one I want to choose for my next recording, but that will be a future me's problem down the line. So, let us go and redeem this mount, which is the Model O identification key. And of course, this has a text tailored to it. And as for the description, a 10 rectangular piece of some unknown alloy, placing it on your Model O magically brings the machine to life. Okay, let's redeem this. And let's go to our mount page. And there he is, Model O. And as for a description, though it is difficult to fathom why Omega would require a weaponless flying mount designed to comfortably accommodate a denizen of Hydaelyn, Garlond Ironworks engineers, posted to the construct was fabricated in an attempt to better understand its enemies. And as always, this has a flavor text or hidden text to it. And it says, "This one Omega's creations," quoted by Medgar Samar. Alright, let's put this in our hotbar right there. And summon the bad boy. Ah, look at that. There he is. And oh, it's glory. Omega. I really wish I was, to be honest, I really wish I could go back in time when this thing was still new in Stormblood and actually, work together with your teammates to actually take him down to get the mount, but I digress. Unless, there was like, Gnome Game Plus or idle level sync so you can actually, have your gear level set to when it was first released. But that is another trial in itself because I don't know if I can... To be honest, I'm not sure any of my friends in the game will actually want to do that. Just to suffer, just to learn the mechanics and actually fight this guy fairly when it was first released. Alright, getting back to the mount itself, look at the detail on this thing. It's so cool looking. And I'm pretty sure it looks a lot better in the Dawntrail 7.0 update for the graphics. I'm kind of curious. I wonder what it looks like before the update. Well, I guess I never know, but I'm pretty sure people have videos on the mount itself prior to the update, so I'm kind of curious on what it looks like back then. Alright, so moving along for the mount showcase, this is what it looks like on ground level, where you're just walking about. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I do love when he walks around, here's the clanking sound of the mech itself. That's pretty nice. And then this is on flight mode. Oh! So instead of me sitting inside, I retract inside the shell, and it goes to a flying mode segment. Interesting, okay. You can actually see the exhaust down below. I'm pretty sure that's how it levitates the mount itself, I'm assuming. And it just flies like a regular spaceship. The flight animations for Omega is kind of similar when Omega was fighting against Sinyu, that one moment at the Bachelor dungeon, well, after you cleared it. Where, Omega and she were just going back and forth doing one blow after another until eventually they were tired when they used their ultimate attacks. And of course it's playing the music from the last phase for Savage. I can't remember what it's called, but if you did the fight, you know what it is. Hi guys, this is Ramsey in post editing. So the music that's playing when you're riding Omega is from the Savage Raid FFXIV V4. And now, let's get back to our regular scheduled recording. And what else can I say about the mount itself? Well, for starters, I'm just really happy I finally got my Omega mount after so many trial and error in Stormblood until I think a year or two later when I started doing more party fighting again. I found a group of people that were willing to run it a couple of times until everyone got their own Omega mount. And again, I want to thank all those kind people that actually stuck around until everyone got their own Omega mount. As for other mounts I want to get down the line, there is one from Shadowbringers where you find Hydaelyn in Savage to get his mount, well, the hovercraft that was displayed during the cutscene for the Eden series. And then there is the Ramu-ish horse-looking mount, which you have to get from fighting, I think it was like the last tier Savage for Shadowbringers. I can't remember what it's called. And then there's one more mount in Stormblood where you have to fight Kapka, and you get this mount, which is a miniature flying airplane. Well, a toy-looking airplane in itself. So most likely I'll find a group of people in Party of Fire to help me farm for the mount, or I can find a group of dedicated friends that will be willing to put some time and help me farm for it, but that's if they'll agree to farm it with me. Alright, so with that, this has been the mount showcase for the Mega Mount. If you have any comments, you can put them down below the video as well. And if you like this video, please click the like button. It's very much appreciated. And if you're curious for future projects, you can check out my YouTube channel. And if you like the content been uploaded there, you can probably subscribe. If not, that is alright. But if you're going to, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified for future videos in the near future. And as always, I have 3 projects which are continuing on my channel, which are Final Fantasy XIV Raid, Trial, MCQ, Rockets, Minions, Mounts, or anything related to Final Fantasy XIV. And secondly will be my 2 gachas respectively, which are Freight Runner NA and Honkai Sara for the role videos, the Lost Pet missions, the Trailblaze continuance, the companion quest, and most of all, the role videos for the 2 gachas respectively. And lastly, to say the least, Persona 5 The Royal. And with that, this has been Ravenslave45. Take care, stay safe, and have a pleasant Final Fantasy XIV day.